Hello.
All right. Hello.
Good evening.
What
Yes.
is happening? Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday, kids.
Yeah, Neil Daly, Brendan B. Squared. What's
Welcome back,
happening,
Neil.
guys? Neil, what's
I don't
up,
know.
dude?
I kind of fell in. I was walking by and saw the door open, so I, decided to stop in.
Yeah, I happen to be in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's good to be back. All the people in the chat, I just scrolled through and saw a bunch of familiar names, and I apologize for being away for a couple weeks, or a month or so, as I kind of reorganize my life in Chicago from LA. But I'm back and things are going well, and yeah, we can get into it. We can talk about it later, but the guitar business is going well, and I've got more room and more shop, and yeah, maybe I'll even show something later on. So
Nice.
Right
It's always
on.
nice to hear that things are going well, man.
Yeah,
well, except for the
Neil.
weather.
Well, that'll change. So
Yeah, I know. Well,
Yeah.
it's
at some point.
I'll say this though: it's supposed to snow tomorrow, like flurries tomorrow, and it's April, so or just about April, and that's
we
not.
got snow this week. We got
Yeah.
snow this week in New York. It's just it teases you, right? It
Yeah.
teases you, going, oh, look at this, 70 degrees, and then the next day it's 15.
Oh God, yeah, that's what it does. It's and I'm torturing myself because I keep watching Cubs spring training games
Yeah, don't
in
do that.
Arizona. I know.
And now they got like puffy shirt. Well, no, they're in Arizona, but like even the Florida. Sometimes when they have spring training in Florida, it's like cold, and they have like freaking down coats
Yeah.
on. It's like it's baseball, man.
Oh yeah.
Well, you've been there a little while now, Neil. You're getting kind of acclimated.
I'm getting thicker skin as
Yeah.
it goes.
Yeah.
I definitely am. I'm readjusting quite well. So
Right on. It is it's March the 30th, 2022.
Can't believe it.
Yeah,
Wow.
we're kicking
Almost a
March
quarter of the way through.
out. Yeah.
yeah. And speaking of the date, since you threw out the date, Tony, I want to say, because I wasn't around, the last couple of weeks. Happy anniversary, guys.
Thank you.
Oh wow, yeah, it's been a year, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it has.
Amazing year.
Yeah, it really has. So congratulations, Tony, on
March
the show.
the 7th.
Yeah,
Thank
see?
you.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's been a year. It's gone by like that.
And going stronger than ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you. Yeah, that was a year. It was March the 7th of last year. Yeah. I think we were doing it on Sunday then.
Yes. Yeah.
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 I like it better on a Wednesday. Myself. I kind of like it better on a Wednesday.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, spring is in full swing here in the South. Had some cold nights, but no, I don't want no part of no snow.
Come on, man.
No.
I love snow. I really do. But I like driving in it. I don't like shoveling it, but I like driving in it.
Hey man, what I remember about being a kid growing up is that I like snow in November and December. I like it because there's a different energy in the air. You're excited, all this stuff. When you're seeing snow at the end of March, going into April, nah, that's enough.
Snow in November.
Oh yeah.
What's that?
Oh yeah.
We get that. Dude, we get snow on Halloween and all that other stuff just before.
Yeah.
But you get it. It's a different vibe when you get the women having their Easter bonnets with snow on it. That's a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome everybody. Hope your week's going good. We talk all things Van Halen here every single Wednesday. Let's see. We got with us, guys, Christopher Live Salad, Dwight the Hitman Bailey. Always good to see Dwight. Keith Campbell, good to see you, sir. Thomas Santiago.
Thomas.
Let's see, Dan of New Jersey.
I see Haas in there.
Yeah.
Papa Blue is here. Simon Hosford. Haas, good to see you, dude. Oh, I'm trying to scroll up.
So Tony, scroll up, because Simon asked if he said, "Are we allowed to tell everyone what I've done for him?" Giggle,
Oh.
giggle. So I said, "Hey, man, it's up to you. So if you want, we can." And he said, "No problem for him." So if we want to talk about that, we can, if you'd like to.
Well,
what do you guys think?
Can I throw something really quick? I just want,
Yeah, you
before
do
we get
that.
to that, because this is really fast.
Yes.
Christopher Livesawa just referenced me and said, if there's one thing I do in Chicago, go see Whiskey Myers at the Riviera.
Oh,
Is that what he said?
yeah.
And he said tomorrow night. I want to point out to him that I was just at the Riviera a couple weeks ago and saw Slash and Miles Kennedy there. And my memory of what the Riviera was when I was young and didn't care and was happy to be in a bar and drinking is totally different than the reality of the Riviera now. That place needs to be condemned.
Oh no!
Oh,
no!
That place probably has not had any fixture updates since 1930. Like I loved being there. It's a historic venue in Chicago. I've been to the Aragon, I've been to the Riviera, I've been to the Metro, I've been all these places. But man, oh man, as an adult, when you care about getting hot water out of the faucet in the bathroom and it's not there, yeah, it's a little different. And then I remember like being 18, sneaking into a club show. So
wow, that's funny. Yeah, I mean, it is a different vibe.
It
Definitely.
really is. All of a sudden, you notice different things.
Wow.
But yeah, cool. Going back to you, let's. What
if
do you guys
want?
want?
I don't want to take over the show because
I
it is Van Halen related. I would
think
say
it's worthy.
So I think as some people saw, I made this.
Haas, check your messages.
I made this a while. I don't know if I've shown this on here, but I made this a little while ago.
Look at that.
Yes, it's a shovel, folks. It's an antique shovel.
Speaking of snow.
Yes. And
it's a snow shovel.
It is a snow shovel. But it's a 3-string snow shovel that you can only play with slide because the action's about 3 miles big. As you can see, you can fit your whole hand under there. So, and I made that just goofing around, like let me see if this shovel will take paint. And it did. And we talked about it on the other show, the Show Me Your Pick show. Simon Hosford was a guest on, I can't remember which episode it was.
Mr. Big.
Mr. Big, correct.
Yeah.
So when we're talking, I showed the shovel. He goes, "Man, that would be so cool if I had something like that at the Van Halen show I'm going to do." Like, okay. I'm like, all right. So, thought nothing of it. We're talking. I'm like, yeah, man, we can make that happen. So, and I'm thinking nothing of it. And then last Wednesday, I get a message from Simon. "Hey, man, can we talk about that shovel?" I'm like, all right. So I had a couple of days off right after that, and I immediately bought a couple shovels. I'm like, let me see. And so I found a cool one, and it was so strange that I found this one. Check this out, guys. So that's the body of it. But if you look at the bottom, it's like kind of scalloped. So I'm calling it the shark. I'm calling it the shark shovel. So
that is amazing. That is amazing. It's got the teeth.
It's got the teeth. And so I finished it, and that's it finished. And it is on its way to Australia to Mr. Hosford right now. And so, we can talk about other things that he mentioned before. I don't know if he wants to mention things, but yeah. So I'm very excited for him to see it, check it out, and I'm very excited for him to unveil it at the show. And I was happy to do it.
Yeah.
So it's cool. I really enjoyed doing. After I did the first one, I was like, I got to do more of these, So don't worry, I'm not gonna encroach on you, Neil. I will not be making a Franken shovel. So
No, man, I think there's a market for that, man. I absolutely think you should go for it, and you could have a bunch of them ready for next snow season. For the fall.
Oh hell yeah, yeah! I actually got another art show. I just heard about another art market coming up, and I'll probably bring a couple. Maybe I'll do a Bumblebee edition. Maybe a Circles version. Who knows?
No, you know what's funny about that? It'll end up being like guitars. I guarantee you, if you make multiple versions of it, somebody is going to want to collect all of them. It's going to be like
that's fine with me.
They're going to be like trading cards. Somebody's going to want to have every guitar that Eddie had.
I just have to. The hardest part about it is drilling holes in those damn shovels because they're tempered steel. So. But I did find a trick. I'm not going to unveil it. I'm not going to reveal that. Because I've been through so many damn cobalt bits and all this other stuff. So,
but
we've
all been there.
Yes. So.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's. I wasn't going to talk about it because I thought Simon was holding the secret dear to his heart until he unveiled it at the show, but he wants to talk about it, so I'm fine with it. As long as you are, Simon. And I can't wait for you to get it, and we'll see.
One thing I'll tell you about Simon, and I've known him for a year now, and Simon, if you're in the chat, I know you're going to agree with this. When he's excited about something, he can't keep a secret.
Okay, yeah, no, I mean, I've gotten a couple of messages from him. It's like, dude, I'm so excited. I'm so it goes on and on. I'm like, yeah, man.
Oh yeah,
me too.
Oh yeah,
me too. And so it just makes me happy. I know it makes you happy to see people, have your work, and just make it sing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, sure.
So it's such a compliment.
I think you and I are similar in the sense that I can't speak for all artists, but I'd like to assume the best. I think that kind of reaction is better than money, better
absolutely.
than a payment. I mean that's
Absolutely.
why we do it. It's that kind of reaction.
You got that thing plugged in?
What, mine?
Yeah,
I did. Let me plug it back in. I don't know if it's in tune, but let's see what we got here. Let me let the tube warm up. Let the tube warm up a little bit. But yeah, it's
Simon just agreed with my comment, by the way. He just agreed with me.
Yeah, that is true. I think I got a little something on there. I can't really. That's my whammy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is so original, man. That is amazing.
Right on.
Yeah.
Props.
That is sick.
Yeah.
Thanks, fellas.
Props, brother.
I hate playing things because I'm not good, but everybody can kind of play slide a little bit. You just do that and wiggle around, and you're good. I learned that from all those guys in the South.
Yeah.
But awesome. Yeah, it really sounds great with distortion and fuzz and all that stuff.
That gets me thinking. You're gonna have to create like an old EVH striped like jug band, like
yeah, man.
One of those porch bands. Get a stand up bass and a jug.
I'm for that, dude. Like the Emmett Otter's EVH Jug Band Christmas.
I love that. Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. That was fantastic. I bet you nobody else knows what we're talking about. But...
I know. There's a few people, but no.
So Simon, there has been another date change. But I shouldn't be the one to talk about that. We should let him tell us about that, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, hey,
Haas.
Hey, look who's here!
Look at this. You Beetlejuiced him.
Hey, everybody.
We Beetlejuiced them in.
Neil, Brendan, how you guys doing?
Good.
You're
bro,
so much
what's
prettier in person than in the chat.
I know, look at him.
I just happened to be in the studio today, so I knew I'd be able to tune in for a little bit while I do some sort of sort of mechanical stuff. I'm just restringing some guitars and a few things like that. But
Cool.
But yeah, Tony's right. There's been a date change from the venue of the Van Halen show at the Corner Hotel, but only by about 4 weeks, which is great, as opposed to all the previous COVID-related ones where they got changed by months. So the new date is going to be for Melbourne, Thursday, the 19th of May. So we've basically just had to bump it by 4 weeks. But as it turns out, of course, when we'll be loading in for our sound check is pretty much exactly when you guys do Halenville on a Wednesday evening. So,
Uh-oh.
I don't know how
live sound check, maybe.
I'm going to have my AirPods in listening to you guys while I load in.
Yeah, I don't think you'll be listening to us, but
not at all.
Man, that would be fantastic. Anything, obviously, we know you're going to film the show. Of course you are, and you're going to upload it and everything. But if we could catch any bit of it live for our show,
man,
that would be insane. Just even a sound check, or even Brad Cook loading in your equipment.
Well, we now know that you guys can cross the Brad Cook loading in my 4x12 without your normal show time. You don't even need to do a separate show for it. It'll be perfect.
That's great.
Yeah.
Nice. And so once again, that new date is May 19th.
May the 19th, yeah, which will it'll be Wednesday night, late night for you guys. But we'll definitely do some live crosses or whatever. That'll be heaps of fun.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Now, Simon, is your power back on?
Yeah. Power is fun. The internet is still a bit funny, so if I sort of are cutting in and out, that'll be why. But so don't worry about that. But actually, the real reason that the show has been postponed a few weeks is because I needed it. I needed that extra time for Brendan's shovel strike guitar to arrive.
Yes, we did. I'm sorry, guys. We scheduled that, so we collaborated and said I called the Corner Hotel. I said, look, I know you guys are set on April 15th, but you got to move it, man. I got something special coming for something. You got to move it. And they said, okay.
So basically you guys displaced 7,000 people and made them wait a month.
We split it up. We called each and every one of them. I got 3,500 and Simon got 3,500. So we called them all and they were okay with it. So
they were totally okay with waiting another 4 weeks. So I'd have the Brendan B squared shovel guitar. But
yes.
One of the things that Brendan was alluding to earlier that he wasn't sure if I wanted to talk about or not is what I want to do with the shovel as much as it's going to be possible. And I think it will. I'm pretty determined I'll find a way. But we weren't going to be playing dirty movies in the show, but I think that we should put it in. And I think that I'm going to go side of stage and bring out the shovel to play the slide guitar solo on. I think that's gonna blow people's minds. I think.
Oh yes, it will.
Oh.
Now I hope it works.
Will.
Yeah.
It better work. Now we'll be nervous, man. Yeah,
it'll work.
At least it'll give you some time to play around with it because there may be some idiosyncrasies you got to tweak.
Right.
Yeah. Look, I might even have to put some thinner strings to get those exact notes that are in the song. But yeah, so I'll have some good fun playing around with it. We'll get it happening.
And when you get it, we'll talk because there's a couple things I want to talk to you about with it.
Okay, perfect. And
it'll be awesome.
And as I start futzing around trying to get the dirty movie slide part happening on it, I'll take some video and upload it too, of course, so that so people can know what to expect when I pull it out on the show. But I think that would be so much fun. And because it's one thing to have a concept that's kind of a novelty, but Brendan, the fact that you make them actually perfectly playable. It gives you this unique edge, and I can't think of a better way of showing people that than to actually pull it out live at a gig and play dirty movies on it.
That you would be the first person to gig with one of my guitars, and I'd be I'm so honored, man.
No, the honor would be mine. I can promise you. So that's the plan, and obviously we'll keep in touch as I'm sort of working on it at home in the studio, and we'll see.
Absolutely.
That's going to be a great show.
That's
man.
killer.
Man.
That's killer. So Simon, let me ask you, with the addition, obviously it's unfortunate that there's been multiple delays in the show. Yeah. Have you guys changed your set list plan at all over the last 6 months?
No, it really hasn't changed that much because I think that we had a very solid idea of what we wanted to do right from the start. We knew the songs that we wanted to have fun playing, but we also knew the songs that people would expect to hear. Like the big hits, of course. So no, it even though it's given us all this time to, it would be tempting to keep fiddling with the set, and tinkering with it, but actually,
which could be dangerous.
Yeah, well, that's right, because you end up over engineering it, and then it loses its original mojo. And so I think that no, we've been pretty good, and not mucked with it too much. So it's pretty much the original set, and the first set, as everyone knows, is going to be the Van Halen 1 record. The second set is more a kind of a mixture of Roth stuff and Sammy Hagar stuff kind of together. And some of it will have keyboards like Jump, and the other stuff, so it will be from like 5150. So
was there any problem getting, did all your guest vocalists, were they all able to reschedule too?
Well, obviously, as you'd imagine, that May the 19th was not the first date that got floated. It was very, very tricky to find a date that there's pretty much 12 different people involved, including front of house and guitar techs and all of that, and lighting, that I just don't want to consider not having in the show.
Yeah.
So
good for you.
Yeah, because we're a team now, and I really wanted to have that same 12 people. So it was very, very hard to find a day where everyone was available and didn't have to cancel, paid work and stuff. So
sure.
We were pretty lucky that May the 19th came up as an option. It's not too far away. And instead of being a Friday night, it's a Thursday night, which we didn't want initially, but I've been convinced that there's some pretty good logic in doing a rock show on a Thursday, because there'd be a lot of Van Halen fans that are musicians that just couldn't make a Friday night. They'd be working.
They'd be working. Yeah.
It worked out. Yeah.
So,
man, well, I mean, if you're happy, we're happy. That's what counts.
Yeah, I'm happy. And, I've spoken with Jerry and Jason too. I mean, it gives us an extra 4 weeks of jamming and rehearsing. So even though we haven't really rehearsed that much yet, because it's one of those weird things, you would think we've had all this extra, like a year to rehearse. But what happens is the wind keeps being taken out of your sails, so.
I know that feeling. Yeah.
And with COVID, it was so uncertain that almost in a way, it sounds silly, I know, but the last thing we felt like doing was getting together and rehearsing, because we just couldn't see light at the end of the tunnel for a while. Right. But now we can, and now we've got to get our butts into gear and get cracking.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, there's such a thing, and I know this from being a performer myself. There's such a thing as being over rehearsed. So there's a danger in that. So the fact, where everything feels stale after a while if you overdo it. So maybe it'll still be fresh if you guys haven't gotten together and jammed all that much, and now you can kind of kick it up into high gear for just the final stretch.
You're 100% correct. I can promise you there is no danger of us being over. But we'll be fine. We'll be fine. So, but
good.
Well,
we
thanks for letting me
for it though.
Yeah, thanks for letting me pop into the show, guys. I'll continue to listen and watch while I'm restringing guitars and stuff. But
Sweet.
Awesome to see you all, and hello to everyone in the chat. And thanks for letting me pop in.
Good to
Simon,
see you, Simon.
Nice to see you, dude. Always.
And tell Adam Roach that I'm ready to do, whenever you guys want to talk about on his podcast, when you want to talk about that show coming up, I'm happy to join. Great.
That'll be perfect. I think that he was talking about next Tuesday morning for us, which would be, I guess, Monday Wednesday, Monday afternoon for you. Is that right?
Yeah.
Perfect. That'll be great.
Yeah.
I shall let him know. I'll look forward to it.
Okay, sounds good. Good to see you, buddy.
Right on.
Yeah, good to see you guys.
See you.
See you, Simon.
Yeah. Later on. Nice.
All right.
Simon Hosford, everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
What a class act.
He really is.
Hoss,
One of the nicest guys out there, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Such a humble dude.
It really is.
He really is.
If anybody's ever seen that guy's resume, he does not need to be as humble as he is.
No, but that's
class act.
Absolutely. His links are down below and in the other show too. So they're in all of my shows. So you'll find Simon Hosford. You'll find Neil Daly's links. You'll find Brendan B. Squared's links in the description. Yeah, you'll find British Electric Blues
Mm-hmm.
link in there, and Brad, his link, Brad Cook.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yep, they have a great show. If you're not subscribed to that channel, do it.
Yeah.
You will not be disappointed.
Yeah.
They're doing an awesome
Actually,
show.
and Brad Cook's been gigging too. He's been
Yeah.
playing. So if people haven't checked him out, part of Andrew and Brad and Simon's
Right,
show,
right.
check out Brad's stuff. I tease him about, because Simon made a joke that Brad was going to load his gears, so that's kind of a recurring joke.
Yeah, right.
But Brad Cook holds his own. He's
yeah.
not just a peon.
Right.
Yeah. You know, as we went live, I realized tonight, Brendan and Neil, I didn't show you guys the trivia question.
No.
Ooh, that's right.
So,
Uh-oh.
All right, it's gonna be fresh for us.
Neither one of you.
So we can guess? We can guess them and win stuff? No? No.
No. But really,
cool.
though,
Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
We're gonna.
I still won't get it, but that's okay. I never get it. I'd be the worst
that is
Jeopardy contestant. Oh, that's cool.
That is legit, man. That is awesome.
Cool. Fair warning.
Look at that.
Peel pass from 1981. Yeah, to the winner tonight.
Nice.
And a couple, one or two of you might know. I thought I knew. But yeah, that'll be a little later.
Hey, Neil, I sent you some of the new enhanced butt cheeks pics, right?
I have not gotten those.
You haven't?
No, I have
You
not.
didn't?
Nope. Show me your butt cheeks.
All right. Well, then they better
That should be
coming.
a show. Show me your butt cheeks.
No, I'm sure it's on a different channel. But I am sure it's on a different channel.
Is that your OnlyFans account?
Yes, that's my OnlyFans. How I afford all those shovels. But no, don't tell Simon, but he's going to get some of those pics too. So
I won't tell him.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, I thought I sent some to you, but unless they, oh, you know what? You know what? Because I didn't have your Chicago address. That's why. So
yeah.
So I'll need to get that, and then you'll be getting some.
Done.
Done. Yep. Awesome.
So I saw a message that was sent, and apparently a bunch of these guitar picks ended up in a rehearsal space somewhere in the South.
Nice.
Look at that.
Somewhere.
Maybe a Guitar Center.
Maybe. I wonder what's the address? What that phone number on the Guitar Center? What town is that? Do we know?
I don't know.
Was that 912?
Can't make that
bigger. I think it's in Georgia.
Looks like a 912. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. But yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
They're showing up.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Cool.
All over the place.
I'm not making any Jada Pinkett Smith jokes, Chris.
Oh,
we were waiting for it.
We already talked about that. We'll get it out there now and be done with it, and let's keep talking about Van Halen.
All right.
It's been
done. All right. No.
So what are we talking about tonight, Tony?
That's my bike.
We're talking about a book, aren't we?
We are, dude.
Nice.
Yeah. I've been waiting almost a week to open this.
Yes, Mr. Sawa, we know you're not shy. We've spoken to you in person. You're large and in charge.
I'm going to get into this.
What you got there? Is that the book?
Yeah.
How do you know you didn't open it yet?
Christopher Livesow is on fire tonight, by the way.
Oh, he's
on fire tonight.
He's a fun dude, man. I'm telling you.
It.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna be seeing John 5 like a couple of nights before I see him in May. So that'll be
Killer.
cool. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Nice.
There it is.
Look at that.
Nice.
All right.
Look at that. I know you got some of that Cabo too, don't you, Tony? I think you showed us a bottle.
Oh.
I think it was empty too.
All right. Let me. Yeah. It's right over there. I'll go get it in a minute. Let me. I've got a.
I was admiring Neil's
All right.
Dark Knight clown mask behind him.
Oh yeah, you like
Joker
that?
mask. Yes.
Yeah,
love
it's
that.
on a.
I love
I
that.
do too. I at one point I had all 5 of the masks from the
Did you?
from the robbery scene. Yeah.
Oh, nice. That is such a great opening scene.
Yes,
you know?
it is.
Just
Yes,
him
it
just
is.
holding that there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So the foreword by Guy Fieri.
Wow. Oh, Guy Fieri looks a lot like Sammy Hagar. Oh no, I'm just kidding.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, no. That's the next page.
Flavor Town. He's in Flavor Town.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Oh, dude, he's pouring stuff on the guitar. Oh, it's on the back, but still, that is not good.
All
If you don't pour liquor on your guitar, you're not trying. Isn't that like a Bill Belichick quote?
Yeah, probably.
That's awesome. That's cool.
Have they been friends for a while, or they go way back, or what? See, do you know?
They
I don't
act
know.
like it.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They probably do.
Yeah.
I would assume so. If he wrote the foreword for the book, I'm sure.
I'm sure they're pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So
Home bar.
That is awesome. Tony, is this an advanced copy of the book, or is this out there for anybody to buy now?
this is out there.
Very cool. I was not aware of this.
You need it.
Let me.
Sky Horse Publishing, New York, New York. Okay. I have to check that out. Neil's buying it right now.
Yep, exactly.
No,
I'm buying shovels.
Yeah, okay. Don't buy them all up, man. Wow.
Hard life.
It must be
right.
rough, man.
Oh man,
But-
yeah.
He paid his dues. He
Sure.
deserves it. He
Sure.
deserves that kind of thing. You work for that stuff, and you got to enjoy it, man.
Yeah.
Yep. Nice. Stack in the liquor cabinet.
What's in your liquor cabinet?
Does anybody in the chat? Does anybody watch Sammy Hagar's his road trip TV show?
Yeah,
I've seen a couple episodes of it. Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah.
It's
pretty good.
That's really good. It's really good. It's fun. I
Come
saw
back to that.
I saw a good one where he joined up with Rick Springfield and he
Nice.
tried to play the song that he
Mark
wrote,
my
"Your Love Is
page.
Driving Me Crazy," which he wrote
Yeah.
and Rick Springfield made it, and Sammy couldn't remember the words, and it was hysterical.
That's the best.
Absolutely hysterical.
I forget
But-
what guest he had on, and he was talking to Sammy Sammy. He's like, "So Sam or Dave?" And Sammy goes, "What do you think I'm going to say?" You know,
Oh,
I forget. Do you remember
Was
who
that-
that was?
I think it
kinda-
might have been the Foo Fighters, and
It was. No, it
and
was
I feel
Dave, it
bad
was
bringing
Dave.
that up right now.
I know. R.I.P.
Yeah.
Taylor. I think it was Dave Grohl.
I think so too. I think so too.
Wow, I didn't mean
Oh.
to bring that memory up, but man,
Yeah. Well, we can get to that next. Sorry,
Yes.
Tony. We didn't
Sorry,
mean to take
Tony.
away from the book.
No.
what were you gonna say, bud?
No. What were you gonna say?
I said it.
Well, we
You
just
got
killed the
my
mood.
attention.
We just killed the mood.
I'm so
Well-
bad that way. My wife yells at me all the time. You're always cutting people off. I'm like,
You have my
Sorry.
attention.
I
No.
don't.
You know,
mean
that's
to.
funny. Alexia always tries to tell me something too, and I never hear
You
the second
didn't
half of the
cut
sentence,
no
so I don't know what
off.
she's complaining about.
Yeah, my wife told me these two things. One, you never
She
listen to
just
me,
heard that.
and two, I don't know, something else she was talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Alexia's in the other room, by the way, and just yelled at me. So
I want some fudge. I need some more fudge.
truffles, Alexia, truffles.
Yes, I need that too. So we got to talk about.
Everybody wants truffles.
My wife wants some truffles. Tell her. So I definitely need to place an order.
We'll get right on it.
Right.
All right,
on.
awesome.
Talking my language now.
Yeah, how about it?
Yeah, man.
Fudge.
So Tony,
I've
you
got
got a
fudge
you got a
right now.
concert coming up too, don't you?
Yeah, this coming Tuesday.
Very nice. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
Mhm.
dude.
That's gonna be
Me
awesome.
and Charles Green at
Yep.
the Ritz in Raleigh on Tuesday. Mammoth and WVH.
Yep.
So how they go back and forth of who opens and who closes, if everything plays out the next couple of nights, Wolf will close the show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
It's not like the new NFL overtime rule, right?
Oh God.
no.
Everybody gets
Yeah,
kicked
everybody
5
closes.
minutes.
But last night, I don't know if you guys know this, but this guy, right? If my mouse would work,
Was it Debo?
I can't get it to work.
That's my butt.
There he is.
That's
This guy was.
Hey, John Conklin's in. Hey, man.
Johnny. You in the air, John?
John was at the Mammoth show last night at Webster Hall.
Yeah, I missed that one, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That was the closest I was going to get to see him, too. So
I'm
Yeah.
glad Webster Hall's still around. I saw I was in New York and I saw the Smashing Pumpkins there in like late 90s.
yeah,
And
that's still around. Still rocking.
Cool place.
Yeah, it
Cool
is.
place.
Yep.
Yeah. That was a good show. We were
Hey, Holly.
in a backstage stream yard and got to see both Mammoth and Dirty Honey.
Yeah.
So,
This
yeah. That was
if,
awesome, John.
I want to, I got the, as we talked about this before, and so I'm not going to regress too far, but, I was supposed to see Mammoth and Dirty Honey at the Wiltern, the week after, I guess, I decided to move to Chicago. And so it kind of broke my heart. And then one of my friends picked me up from Chicago and kind of like lifted me up and said, "Hey, man, let's go see Slash and Miles Kennedy the same night."
I remember that. Yeah.
So we saw that. So it kind of, it was fun. It was a great time. But then Wolfgang came around just last week, and we kind of decided on a whim. We were just like, hey, we don't have tickets. And, I think Alexi and I were talking like, did they still sell? Are there scalpers outside shows now and everything? And we were like, I don't know.
I think they still are.
Yeah.
So
you do it like this, though.
That's what happened. That's what happened. It was really cool. So we went down to the House of Blues in Chicago and hung around, and there were people outside, and there was still the same crop of people always walking around being like, you guys need tickets. It's like nothing has changed in the last 30 years of going to shows. The difference is you pay cash and they do a ticket transfer phone to phone, and it was killer. It was seamless and cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. So we got in, and it was his birthday. For anybody, I don't know if anybody saw there were some really cool things that night on stage. For anybody that follows, Frank Sidoris is the touring guitar player for Mammoth most of the time. However, he's also committed to Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators with Slash. So I saw him with Slash a week, 2 weeks prior, and then on stage, I'm watching Wolfgang play, and there's a cardboard cutout of Frank Sidoris on stage, like one of those fat head cutouts that you see like on kids' walls and stuff. Yeah. They've got a giant cardboard cutout of Frank Sidoris on stage, which I thought was just hysterical. I thought that was awesome. Good choice for that. And then, of course, it was his birthday. and can you
Keith just said, was Cardboard Frank there? Yes, he was.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
So on that note,
Dude, it was
right
great.
there, John and me have talked about this in recent days. The sound, last night's sound. He said at Webster Hall was perfect.
Nice.
Well,
But yeah.
Yeah, well, speaking of the sound, I mean, I was a little bit curious because I knew, like, the last time I saw him last year, you know, they had there was Wolfgang and two other guitarists.
Yeah, but with
which filled out a
Frank
lot of
or without Frank is what I'm getting at.
Hmm.
We hear that with Frank, it sounds a lot like the album does.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
it does.
And live, right.
Yeah.
Without Frank, it seems now you can hear the guitar parts more distinctly, but you can tell that John is playing different parts, more parts. Yeah, so John has stepped up.
Wolf is, and Wolf is too. You know, like I've seen enough, because remember the first time I saw them at the Whiskey, not the first time, the second time I saw them at the Whiskey in Hollywood was the night that Frank Sidoris and his wife Alexandria got in a car accident, and so they didn't make that show. And that was the first time I saw them with just Wolfgang. And what I noticed from the shows prior in the tour, which I've even seen YouTube videos and stuff, Wolfgang did a lot of standing and singing with the guitar around his neck and not really playing.
Right.
Whereas now he's just playing, so they're filling in a lot of the same sounds.
Yeah.
I think John has picked up a lot of the fills in the song. You know, there's with the three guitar parts, there's chord strumming, there's like finger picking notes, and then there's fills that round out sounds. And there's a lot of that in Wolfgang on the album. And what we're hearing now is that the other guitar player is picking up the slack of that fill, putting in a lot of the fills, while Wolfgang is now doing most of the chord strumming throughout the entire song. Whereas before he would play the chorus, but then stand there and sing most of the time without strumming. So now he's playing, and obviously we all know that he can play. He can rip on any instrument he wants to, but he's obviously kind of seasoned as a frontman over the last year, just being on stage nonstop for a year now. He's he can play and sing to his heart's delight, and they really don't seem to lack anything.
Yeah. No, they're bringing it, dude.
Yeah, they really are. They really are. And then plus, and just to I'm comparing apples to oranges, so to speak, but Slash and Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators are probably a much better live band than Wolfgang's band, but seeing them at the Riviera was kind of a letdown because of the acoustics in the room, the sound. Whereas Wolfgang playing at the House of Blues just blew the doors off the place. So that was it was interesting.
Makes a huge difference.
It really does. It really does. When you play when you got a good PA system and good surround sound and everything, it was just killer.
Nice.
Dirty Honey. Yeah. Now, see, the last thing I'm going to say, I'm going to throw this out there. With Dirty Honey, I didn't get to see them open for Wolfgang because of the logistics of just showing up and trying to get into tickets. But Tony, you know this. I saw Dirty Honey open for the Black Crowes over a year ago at the Forum in LA, and was blown away by how good a band they were. And I kind of said right then and there, I saw them and I'm like, these guys should be headlining shows. They're that good. They should be headlining shows. They were like a new Zeppelin, a new Black Crowes, a new like all this 70s Southern rock kind of sound.
I hear the Black Crowes in them. I hear Zeppelin in them.
Yeah. So I'm bummed that I missed them, but I've seen them before and they're fantastic. So for anybody that has shows coming up, I'm going to tell you now, don't miss the opening act. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So they will be opening the show on Tuesday at the Ritz.
Yeah.
So we'll do a show next Wednesday, but you can expect a live feed about 5:30 Eastern, 6 p.m. With me and Charles Green live at the Ritz in
That's going to be
Raleigh,
awesome. That's
That'll
going
be
to be
cool.
awesome.
gearing up for Dirty Honey and then
Yeah, man.
Mammoth. Yeah.
You know what's crazy too? The cycle of these bands that they're in. You know, I mean, I think didn't Plush open for Wolfgang last year?
I
And
don't know.
I think there were people that said that they saw Plush, the female group, open for Wolfgang when
They
he did solo shows. Was that
actually,
am I wrong?
I don't. That I mean, recently they did too.
I think they did recently, but
So well,
they also opened the Slash and Miles.
did they
Kennedy
really?
show.
Oh,
They,
okay.
I think
Awesome.
that they.
It's really cool how
That is
cyclical
cool.
this all is.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw them. They were added to it, maybe more than one. The Guns date.
Okay,
That,
yeah,
on that run that Wolf did.
yeah. So that's another really good band for people to check out.
Yeah,
really.
there's a guy that I know. He works at the Chance Theater, which I go to.
Mhm.
You know, he works there and he works at a hardware store. I get some of my stuff to make guitars. And I got to be pretty good friends with him, and his best friend's daughter is the drummer in Plush. So he went to go see the album release in Albany, New York, and all that stuff. And he's like, man, he's like, they're doing it. So it's so
Right
cool.
on.
You know, it just comes around. But
Yeah, it really
yeah,
is.
and they are a great band. They are
Yeah,
a fantastic band.
and good bands, good music have a tendency to find the right places to play. So some
Right.
of these headliners are picking up on the fact that hey, these bands are good. Let's bring them out.
Yeah,
And you're seeing a lot of that.
and that's great. And I'm
It is.
so
It's
happy to
fun.
see that. Yeah.
And it's always kind of exciting too, kind of being on the. I don't know if you guys feel this way, but I always like. I usually try to get there to see the opening bands. I usually do, and it's because I always kind of feel like some weird sense of ownership when I discover a band that's up and coming before other people know about them.
Right.
There's like something I'm like, oh, I saw them. I knew who they were first.
Yeah.
And you know, it gives you bragging rights. So I like some of these bands that I've seen are phenomenal.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. The first time I went and saw John 5, Jared James Nichols opened up for him, and I never heard of him before. But you see him, you're like, holy cow, this guy's amazing. And now he's like, he's out there all over the place. You know, it's like, and I'm sure he was out there before, but I hadn't heard of him. And you see him, you're like, yeah, this dude's gonna be big. You know, you just know. You really just know.
Yeah.
And it is cool to get in on the ground floor and see it.
Yeah.
Well,
right on.
plus too, it depends on your venue.
Right.
You know.
Yep.
True. True.
So with this venue on Tuesday, it's going to require getting in line outside. So yeah, that's what's going to happen. Me and Charles, I'm going to get there. I don't know how early, but it'll be early in the day. And Charles will join me at some point in the afternoon. Yeah.
Can I jump in real quick? Keith Campbell in the chat mentioned he said, "What's with the doll heads behind you?" So before people think that those are either blow up dolls that have popped or like somebody, you know, before you think that, Keith, those are mannequin heads that Alexia uses for haircuts. So well, again, everything, we just moved into this place. We're still trying to find where everything goes. So I kind of like them. I kind of dig them, but
that's the story, and we're going with it.
That's the story, and we're sticking to it. But great, good catch, Keith.
Yeah, they catch everything, man. You can't do anything around here.
No, I know.
That's cool though.
All
My mom's a
right.
hairdresser, so I know what she's talking about.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
I've seen them grow. That's why it didn't even faze me, because I've seen those my whole life growing up. You know.
Oh, sure, right. Yeah.
Cool.
What is that behind you, Neil? Is that a clown or is that a
That is actually it's a stuffed animal of the Bumble from Rudolph the Red-Nosed
Oh,
Reindeer,
nice.
the
Yeah, yeah.
abominable snowman thing.
Bubbles
okay?
But
bounce.
yeah, Bumble's bounce. But I put the Joker mask on it as I was trying to find stuff in the Slash hat above it.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, I've got behind these guitars. I mean, we're just trying to find places to put stuff. So we've got a whole bunch of my guitars right here that I've been building and working on. And
Nice.
then when the time comes tonight, I'm even gonna show you what I've been working on lately. So,
Ooh,
you let me
awesome.
know when the time's right.
What have you been working on
Time's right.
lately?
Always right.
The time
It's
is right.
always time's always good,
Come
man.
on
Okay.
down.
Okay.
No.
Well, I've posted a couple pictures on Facebook recently of the journey of this, and so let's get into it. So, a friend of mine who's now become a friend, a guy named Steve Harris, who asked me about building a 5150, and we talked about it for a while, and this is going back a couple of months, and we talked, and he was really into the relicing, really into that. And I did some research on him as a person, saw some of his posts, some of his videos. He's in a band with his wife, Brittany, and they're in the Deadbeat Barbies. I think, Steven, if you're watching, I apologize if I got that wrong. But Deadbeat Barbies, they a great cover band. He rocks as a guitar player. And I looked and saw that all of it, he's heavily relicked guitars. He's way into that, which I am as well. I like that tour relic, road worn look. So, and then the conversation transitioned as we talked about what to do and what he wanted. Then it went from the 5150, and then it became all about the Bumblebee type of thing. And then we even talked about the white and black and stuff. And long story short, he and I together kind of came up with, and he was very, I like with all of my custom builds, I really like working with somebody on it. I want every single guitar to be theirs in a one of a kind kind of thing. So Steve and I kind of worked out the details on this, and what we ended up deciding was he wanted a Bumblebee, but he wanted it to be tour relic as the 5150 or the Frankenstrat. He wanted wood showing, he wanted the forearm wear, he wanted the belly, cut in the back and to see wood. He wanted it to look like if the Bumblebee existed in tour condition today, what would it look like? And I thought that was a great idea and a really fun challenge. It was a fun challenge to kind of come up with some things. And then he had some details too, like he wanted a spoke wheel truss rod so you could adjust it underneath the strings in the neck, which is, that kind of stuff and everything else. So I've been working on that for a couple of months. And we've got it done tonight. So, Steven, if you're watching this tonight, or if you're going to catch this in the replay, I'm debuting your guitar because it's going to be shipped tomorrow.
Nice.
So here is.
Da-da-da-da. Oh yeah, look at that, gorgeous.
So this is
gorgeous.
So we got forearm wear, we got nicks and scratches all over it. We've got some wood showing, and then on the back, let's take a look at this.
Got a little belt buckle action.
Yeah, well, here, I can hold it.
Yeah,
hold it this way.
Nice.
So yeah, that's what we got, and we got a lot of road wear and tear, and this was fun. And so I want to, what I want to talk about were some of the things that he wanted specifically. We talked a lot about pickups, and he ended up he was a big fan of the Super Distortion, the DiMarzio Super Distortion, and so we had one custom made, my guitar tech that custom makes my pickups to basically any spec, any output I want.
Nice.
I'll tell him exactly what to match, and he wanted the cream colored look. We got him an original Floyd Rose 84, but we relic the hell out of it, so it's not chrome. It's just beat down and metal looking.
Cool.
So about as brushed metal as you can get.
Yeah.
And the same thing on the locking nut and the string tree. We just relic the hell out of it. And the most fun part about the guitar, and this I kind of take pride in this myself. So originally I didn't have a cavity cover for this, for the back here, and I sent him pictures of it 2 days ago and said it's done, I'm ready for it. And he was like, are you going to cover the control cavity or for the electronics cavity? And I showed him a picture, and I said Eddie's didn't have one. There's a couple pictures of Eddie playing it live where this area is exposed. And he was like, well, I kind of like to cover it, and I don't blame them. I would probably feel the same way. I mean, it's one thing to keep this open; it's another thing where the electronics go. So
Yeah.
So I started thinking, okay, well, I got to find a way to cover it. And then I thought, but the route, the specific Bumblebee route is different than almost any other guitar. It's different than the Charvels. It's different than a Pacer, Kramer. It's different than it's a weird shape, and they don't make those off the rack. So being as we're Frankensteining everything we do, kind of in the true spirit of Eddie Van Halen, I got a blank pick guard, a black pick guard, uncut
Cut it
pick
up.
guard,
Nice.
and I traced the route and cut it myself and notched that thing on.
That is
and,
awesome.
And it
Right
fits
on.
perfectly.
That looks awesome.
And it's so Van Halen to just make it up as you go. It's like, hey, I want this. Well, they don't make that. Well, then
I
I'll
would have never known.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So, but we, we added the detuna. He wanted a detune on it, so I've been popping, making sure that the E and the D are tuned perfectly.
Mhm.
And I don't have an amp, so I can't plug it in right now. But it is, the amp's not in this room. But man, I'm super proud of this, and I know he's going to be happy. And
Beautiful.
Yep.
Beautiful
And
job.
I want to give a special shout out to, and again, I don't know if he's watching this or if he's going to come back and watch this, but the two of us together kind of had to convince his wife that this was a good idea. So I want to give love to Brittany Harris. Brittany,
Nice.
love you.
Yep.
Thank you so much for finally agreeing that this was a good idea. And she's actually the lead singer of his band. They're in a band together.
Oh, nice.
And again, I'm pretty sure it's Deadbeat Barbies. I've looked at a few videos where they've covered all kinds of stuff, 90s rock, Alanis Morissette stuff. She's a good singer, and I'm happy that she signed off on it. And Steve has been a joy to work with. It's been a lot of fun coming up with something completely original. It's a one of a kind. There's not another one like this out there in the world.
Nope.
So I'm shipping it out tomorrow, and yeah, there we go.
Right
Awesome.
on.
Awesome. That's so cool.
Yeah, that is.
That is the
awesome.
best and the worst feeling when you strip out a guitar.
It is,
Isn't it?
It really is. It really is. Every time, I guess the closest thing I could compare it to, and you know this as well. But I feel it feels probably like sending kids to college.
Yeah.
It's kind of that feeling, like you're so proud of it, you're so excited about it, and you're building it to go.
I know.
And then as soon as you're like, I really like that one. Oh, like, oh man, maybe I'll keep that and build another one.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. But yeah, it's a great feeling though. It really is.
Yeah.
Nothing like it.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. And then the only other thing I'm going to showcase, just again showing how much some people think outside of the box. I'm in the middle of right now. This is it's taped. It's taped for painting tomorrow. But this Frankenstrat regular relic Frankenstrat is going to be a fluorescent green.
Sweet.
So yeah, per a very good friend of mine, DJ Barron out of New York City, has his own radio show.
Very cool.
We are his favorite color is green. He's all about the Van Halen St. Patty's Day colors and stuff like that. So we're gonna make a one-off green, and I'm excited to see how that turns out too.
Oh, well, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really cool.
Yeah. A green one, huh?
A green one. And it was tough too, because that was a fun conversation coming up with the right shade of green, because finding green paint off the rack is tough. There's a lot of like John Deere tractor greens and things. They're dark. They have a tendency to be dark. Very rarely do you find like a Kelly green or an emerald green shade in an aerosol can and stuff like that. So I had to tap into my resources here and get somebody to color match me a color for him. And it's kind of a fluorescent. It's not a glow in the dark green by any means. It's not like one of those, but it's that kind of neon bright green. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to do that. And then in future shows, Tony, I will look forward to kind of showing something that you and I are working on together. And I've done a couple of mock-ups, and I don't want to. I'm not going to tease. I'm not going to show anything right now, but you and I have something really, really cool in the works.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're close. And we're close to showing that in progress. So that's going to be fun.
On. Yep. Yeah. I am super excited about that, Neil. Yeah. Super excited.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, so a green one. So you got your workspace all ironed out there, Neil. You got a paint room going on, and
I do. And as a matter of fact, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it or not, but since we're talking about it and it seems apropos, why don't I jump out of this really quick and log back in on my phone, and I'll give you guys a quick visual tour of my new workspace and paint booth, which I finished building today.
right
So
on.
I'm going to step out for a second. Are you going to be okay by yourself?
Yeah, dude. I'm good.
All right. Let me jump out of this, and I will catch you guys in just a few minutes.
Okay. All right. All right. So where are we at? All right. Neil's going to show us his new paint space. Yeah, I saw a little sneak peek of it. You're in for a treat. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. And thank you for bringing that up. Yeah. Hopefully it'll be a good weekend. Should be. And an even better Monday night. Um, yeah. We are gonna. Here's Neil now. We're not gonna. All right.
All right. Are we there?
There it is.
Cool. All right.
Go
So
sideways again.
let's see. I don't want to. All
There
right.
you go.
That works. That works.
Right
perfect.
on.
Okay. So we are in my garage now. Let me give you guys the working tour. So this has been a work in progress for about, well, almost 5 weeks, probably about 5 weeks, as I've kind of reconstructed my workspace here. That what I had in Los Angeles, and I actually have far more room, a lot more space to work with, and I built a paint booth today, and I can't wait to tell you about how much work I put into that because I MacGyvered the crap out of it. But let me show you what we got here. So we've got shelves of tape, all the various tape sizes that we use for every guitar that we do. We've got, let's see, stains and relicking materials. I also have vinegar and acetone and hydrogen peroxide somewhere. We've got tools. We've got, let's see over here as we move. Here's the black piece of pickguard that we use for Stephen Harris's relic Bumblebee that I use for the back sheet cover. We've got a couple of necks in progress. Look like Frankenstein necks, don't they? Frankenstein necks. We've got all of my various. I'm a meticulously organized person, despite the fact that I don't look like it. So I label everything that I've got and keep them stored so you can see all the stuff I've got for every guitar that I could possibly have. Then I've got, and again, it's still a work in progress. I've got a bench here that we work on. I've got boxes for shipping stuff. I've got bubble wrap beyond galore. And let's see, now let's turn on the light. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is my battlefield triage hospital tent, also known as my paint booth. So let's take a walk inside, shall we? This was done, by the way, with 10-foot PVC pipes that I cut down to 8 feet. So it's an 8x8x8 cube. I then draped $2 plastic drop cloths over it. I got clamps from Lowe's for $1 a piece and clamped it all around and then used masking tape. So the whole project all together with the pipe and everything, the whole booth itself cost me about $60. So here we go inside. Let's take a walk inside. And oh, look what's hanging here. Get the hell out of here. Somebody might recognize these type of guitars, right? These were freshly painted red, and I've already relicked. I'm sorry if I'm not doing a good job keeping you in frame, but
No, it's good.
But we relicked them, and we're hanging them, and I got to do a couple more touch-ups on the relicking, and then we're going to clear coat a little bit just to kind of seal in the relicking. But it's not going to be glossy. It's not going to be shiny. That's not what we're going to do. And then we're going to build those, and tomorrow we'll be painting the green Frankenstrat that I'm doing for DJ Barron. So that's what we got in the paint booth and the entire garage. And this thing works phenomenally because now I can paint in any temperature and any weather. And, I was handcuffed. Obviously it's raining outside today. It's going to snow tomorrow. And tomorrow, this will not be a problem for me whatsoever. I'm not weather dependent anymore. I can do this at my leisure. So, yeah, there you go. So, awesome. Any questions right now, Tony? Or I'm going to jump back out and jump back in the chat on my laptop.
Okay.
Cool?
All right. Cool.
All right, I'll see you guys in a minute.
Okay.
Thanks for watching.
Hey, man.
Right on.
Sorry, I had to. My son came downstairs and showed me a speeding ticket that he got last week. I'm like, when were you going to share this with me? It's his first one. So I'm like, great. He's like, I wasn't going that fast. I'm like, okay. Welcome to adulthood, son. So, yeah, that'll be fun. Great. Good time.
That is first one?
That's his first one. So, I mean, he's been pulled over before, but he never gotten a ticket. So I'm like, great. I'm like, my insurance is going to go up because of this, right? I didn't know that. Go, yeah.
And we are back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Thank you.
So.
Yes, Brandon, your insurance is going.
Yes, it will.
Probably, yes, $1.
My son got his first speeding ticket, Neil. So awesome times. Yes. Not really.
Hey, you know what? I've done that to my parents. Alexia's done that to her parents.
Oh, I know. I've done it too. We all do it. So
we've all done it. So
yep.
I know.
Yep. Good time.
Me too.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't envy you though.
And he waited a week before he showed me. I'm like,
that's about.
Of course.
At least it wasn't after the time it had to be there, so that's good.
Yeah,
that's true.
They have to send it in. I'm like,
that's true.
Thanks, man. No, he can't drive 55, Mr. Sawa. 55. Thank you very much.
Well, that's
It is apropos because we were talking about Sammy Hagar's book. So
yeah,
living and learning.
Bring it right around.
Living and learning.
Unfortunately, it is a rite of passage to most drivers.
Yeah.
I don't know many drivers that haven't gotten a speeding ticket. So
yeah. Wait till the day he gets the first accident. The fender bender.
God, I really don't even want to think about
I know, but that fender bender's coming. It'll probably be in a parking lot with a parked car. It'll probably be something stupid. Nobody will be hurt, but it's
well, funny you mentioned because he did kind of scrape by a tree and break his window. So does that count?
Yeah, kind of.
So then he's good. Yeah. So he kind of hit a tree, but not hit a tree. Not like he was hiking and he was parking off road and kind of drove through a tree.
So it wasn't like a George Bailey It's a Wonderful Life kind of thing.
No.
It wasn't like a oak tree you're in my way kind of moment.
Right now.
Or Back to the Future when Twin Pines Mall became One Pine Mall.
Yes. But no. Well, it wasn't that fast, Mr. Sawa, thankfully. 93 and a 55 is pretty fast. So wasn't no. But he's 19, so yeah.
What did you say? 93 and a 55?
That's not what he was going. That's what Chris Sawa said his first speeding ticket.
Okay.
No, not my son. I wouldn't still be on the show if he was going that fast. I would have had to, take off a
You'd
little
be
bit.
hot.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not happy as it is, but anyway, let's talk about this book.
Yes, yeah.
Let's change the
He
subject.
covers it all in this thing. I'm trying to get to a recipe. Can't seem to get there.
So, Tony, what's the nature of the book? Is it Sammy's like personal concoctions that he invented, or are these like his favorites?
Well, it is a list of his favorites.
Okay.
Um,
That's cool. I would imagine they're all tequila drinks, right?
okay, so this is the list. Okay.
Wow. Nice. Splash of aloha.
Let's see. Lots of mojitos. Okay. Yeah, they're all tropical, and that doesn't surprise me. Mojitos, coladas. Yeah, man, this guy lives on a beach. that's what you get.
Yeah.
You're not gonna find the Jack and Coke in there.
Okay.
So, Tony, how soon are you gonna make one of them? Like, could
Could
that be?
show.
Could no, Tony? Dare I say? Could you test out a drink cocktail recipe on this Saturday's Final Four?
Oh wow.
I could, yeah.
That might be a good time to kind of bust out something.
I know.
Maybe find like a blue agave kind of drink.
There you go. Have one or two of those, and then go cut your own net down.
Yeah, a hairnet.
It can't be any worse than Coach K walking up that ladder, man. That was dangerous, man. That's a little scary, man. They shouldn't let him do that. I mean, I get it, but
Hopefully he's got one more ladder to walk up on
I think so.
Monday night.
We'll see. We shall see, man. It will be interesting. What's that one called? Dakari.
Okay.
That's his wife's name.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's what's in it.
Don't share that. You'll have to make everybody go out and get the book. It's not really focusing that much. That's fine. So basically, it's a rum drink, essentially.
Yeah.
Rum and pineapple.
But it goes into each drink.
Nice.
And they look tasty.
Sammy Hagar, in his older, what dare I say, his retirement years, he sure has carved out one hell of a nice life for him. Guy lives on the beach. He plays music when he wants to. He plays with basically friends, and he jams and owns a bar and drinks.
He's the ultimate forward thinker.
He kind of yeah. Seriously, like gone are the days of like these big gigantic tours and living on a bus and all this stuff. Now he's like that's not bad. I think he might have it right.
And there's little stuff like this in the middle along the way, but it's a hardcover book.
That's cool. I would be interested in that. I think I'm always kind of fascinated. I mean, I don't usually go into like the mixology type of thing. I'm kind of a traditionalist in terms of like a 1-in-1 type drink like Scotch and soda or Jack and Coke and things like that. But mixology is a big thing in Los Angeles, and it was I could see myself like wanting to mix up some neat cocktails for a party at some point.
Yeah.
Look at this.
What do we got? Watermelon jalapeno margarita. Now that I would like.
Yeah, that's
I can
cool.
tell you right now, I would like that. I'm way big into the jalapeno infused margaritas.
I like me some jalapenos, man.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. My brother and I years ago. This is going back about 10 years ago, before jalapenos were made into margaritas. The first time we had somebody make us one, and they were like, "We don't think you can do that," and like that was weird. Nobody thought it would exist, so we started calling them. We named it after jalapeno poppers, so we started calling them Holly Pops. And we thought that was the coolest name in the world. We were like, "That's our drink, Holly Pops. That's going to be a thing." And then within a week, jalapeno margaritas were all over the place everywhere. So we were like, "Oh, missed our window there."
Yeah, this thing continues to the end, drink after drink after drink. Here you go. Here's your wedding speech from your best friend after
Oh God, yeah,
a ton
boy.
of these, right?
yeah.
I have a funny Jello shot story. Actually, it's my
Hey,
wife's story.
buddy.
She
Yeah.
she had a bad time with Jello shots one weekend at college and ended up passed out under her bed, and
Ooh.
she kind of threw up some multicolor.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Ooh.
She'll kill me if I tell that story, but she's like, "Yeah, I don't do Jello shots anymore." Kind of a bad time. Key lime martini. Nice.
That sounds interesting. Tastes it.
I don't know. I'm not a key lime pie guy, but I'd give it a taste.
Yeah, I would
I
do.
think
It.
I'd give it a taste.
I would taste. I'm same.
Yep.
Is there a
It
quote?
does
Ice Cream
look
Man?
good,
Did I just see the quote from? There's no way Sammy's quoting Ice Cream Man, is he?
I don't know.
Is it?
Bottom paragraph. Ice Cream
Think,
Man.
well,
Stop me when I'm passing by. It is.
oh wow!
Holy cow!
Oh yeah.
Look at that
Their
at the very
enthusiasts
bottom.
satisfied, just like the chorus of Van Halen's "Ice Cream Man." All right.
That is amazing.
Right on, Sam.
Right
Good
on,
deal.
Sam. Yeah. Very cool. That's really cool. Now, is this one of those things where if you drink the menu, do you get a T-shirt and your picture on the wall?
The old 96er.
Yeah.
There's still some fat and gristle left over. Lemon shots. Those look like they would go down way too smooth.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah. How many? I told you to get limes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Been there.
Well, it's like the Long Island iced teas when you're drinking, you can't taste them, and
Yeah.
then you just better not get up. You better not stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this thing is 85 drink recipes.
Oof.
Wow. That's impressive. The only bartending book you'll ever need.
Yeah.
85 personal recipes from the Red Rocker. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yes.
That is awesome.
So, yep.
I could actually see that book being like a really cool book. You might not need to read it like 360 days a year, but 5 days a year, you pull that out for parties you have. You have a Super Bowl party, you have a Christmas party, you have a Halloween party, things like that. I could see that book being
Yeah,
really,
heck yeah.
yeah, that would be worth it.
Yeah.
Well,
That would be pretty cool.
Break that out.
The only bartending book you'll ever need. I mean, there's enough mixed drinks in here and good ones too.
Yeah.
I
hope one of them is a fire drink. One of them should be on fire.
I'm sure.
Those are dangerous.
I know. I could tell you stories, man.
You do still have all your hair and eyebrows, so it couldn't be that bad.
No, but I almost lost my lip.
Well, yeah, that'd be bad.
Yeah. Actually, since we're on the subject, I got to tell you this. I'll make it really quick, but this is funny. So my brother, we were in like Boston, Massachusetts area for my brother's wedding. And the guys were all staying at the house, and they were like, we found a bartender. Like, we were at somebody's house and discovered a bartender book behind the bar. Now, this was 2008, I believe, 2008, 2009. And it was during the NBA Finals. The Lakers were playing the Celtics that year. And so we're in this house and we're playing pool and doing all kinds of guy things, just guy stuff. And these guys find like a bartending book. And so all of a sudden they're making up all these cocktails and making it up as we go. One of the drinks was a like a Bacardi 51 fire drink. Mm-hmm. And so they lit all these drinks on fire. And they're like, okay, everybody, let's do a shot. I didn't know this was happening behind me. So I'm watching the game and I'm like, okay, hang on.
You're like,
and I'm watching the game. I'm watching the game. And so everybody just decided to wait for me. And meanwhile, it's like a minute till the commercial break. So a minute later, after these drinks have been on fire for a minute, I turn around and I'm like, oh my God, what are we doing? They're like, yeah, we got to drink these. I'm like, oh, okay. So everybody grabs their drink, blows it out. And it's like scorching hot alcohol just spread across the room.
No.
Like people's hands got burned. People's face, like you tried to drink it, it stuck to your face. And all this stuff. And I'm sitting there looking at them, going, "Why did you leave them on fire for so long?"
Right.
And they were like, "We're waiting for you." And I'm like, "Oh, that's not the way you do this." So yeah, we had some. This was like the night before a wedding, and all of us had severe damage.
Oh man. That's tropical looking.
That is.
That looks good.
That's really tropical looking.
Looks like a little sangria action. Wabo bowl.
Yeah, it does. There's a lot of things in that.
Yeah, and that's huge too.
That's got a couple straws in there. That's for a family. Yeah. For a family of 4.
Yes, yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That's a yard of sangria.
But yeah, maybe we will reach in.
I think Saturday.
Saturday. I know.
You should open that up for the Christmas time shows we have.
Oh yeah.
Have some Christmas time drinks.
Absolutely. We got us a drink recipe now, and we'll talk more about that. But dude, there's 85 drink recipes in there. Cool. So whatever strikes your fancy.
Yeah, so you should easily get through 40 of them this weekend.
He'll be doing his next show from the ground. Hey, fruitcake, Tony. I can't see. Yeah.
No, but
cool.
Now, Tony, did you order that book yourself, or was that a gift?
No, I ordered that. Yeah.
That's really cool. I could see myself getting that.
Yeah, it's brand new.
Yeah, that was neat.
So it's out there.
I'll be checking my Barnes & Noble this week.
Are they still around?
Yeah, we still got. I listen to audiobooks all the time.
Yeah,
when I'm going to and from work, and that's where I buy them. And
cool.
They're still there. They're still around. They're still kicking, which is good.
That's good. Good for me because Barnes & Noble carries my book. So I didn't know if
they
still existed.
They certainly do. They certainly do.
Nice. Hardcover.
Yeah.
Speaking of hardcover,
you can use it to put your drink on.
We're gonna have a unboxing next Wednesday. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we will. That'll be next Wednesday. I already know about it. If I'm in any shape from Tuesday night.
Yeah, right.
There's a prediction right there. A very subtle prediction. I caught that.
Mm-hmm. I got to work the next day too. Now let's not forget.
We'll see if you actually do.
No, I will. I will because I'm off that day. So yeah.
Oh boy.
I got other stuff. I'm killing a bunch of birds with one stone that day.
Yeah.
Including going to see Mammoth and Dirty Honey. So yeah.
Oh, this could be a really good week for you.
Yeah. It would be nice to wake up Tuesday morning knowing you're going to Mammoth and Dirty Honey that night, but wake up Tuesday morning knowing that K won number 6 in his last game. That would be cool. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I said it.
Hey, man, you said it.
I
We'll
put
see.
it out there. We'll see.
We will see.
But a Duke Carolina matchup, you know,
Oh, that's going to be insane.
that's the
Yeah, man.
biggest rivalry and definitely in college basketball, but
Yeah,
you
for
know,
sure.
yeah, and they're 9 miles apart. It's right up the
I think I don't know if I saw this
right
or
up
if
the
I read
road.
this earlier. I think Eric Church, the country artist, canceled a show Saturday because he
Yeah.
wanted it. I think I read that in like a news feed or something.
Chris Soward put it in here.
Oh, did he?
He said, "Did you hear? He canceled his concert this Saturday because he's a huge Tar Heels fan and wants to watch the game."
There's a watch party in the Dean Dome.
He calls bullshit on Eric Church. I don't know. He might. You never know, Sal.
I'm sure that I don't know when they scheduled Eric Church that they had no clue.
Yeah, I can't see him canceling for a college game.
No,
he might have said something. He might have made a joke about it.
Yeah, I'm sure. If you see him though in the audience somewhere, then you know.
Yeah.
I don't think he's playing halftime. So
I'll tell you what, Eric Church has made the rounds on College Game Day during the football season. The guy knows his college games.
He does.
He's good. He is a good analyst. He's a good fan.
I've seen him on the pregame show. Like
he's good.
With Herb Street and those guys.
Yeah, with Chris Fowler, all those guys. He's good.
Yeah, he is. He does know his stuff.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Nice.
Right on. Yeah. So this is Coach K's last season. 46, is that right? I should know this.
I think so. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Long.
Yeah. He came in 1979, 1980.
Who's next? It's Boeheim. How many does Boeheim have? He's got to be up there.
He's up there.
Syracuse. Now his son's playing for him. That's kind of And I mean, he's good too. It's not like just a nepotism thing. He's actually can play. So.
Well, the nepotism comes in when his son gets in a fight during the game.
Well, that's true.
And then Boeheim's like, I didn't see it.
I sneezed. I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
My glasses flew off. Like, I lost my glasses. I couldn't see anything.
Yeah. But here college basketball is huge, and it always has been, among other sports. But Duke.
It's
and
big
Carolina
down where you are, man.
Yeah,
that is big where you are, bud.
Yeah.
We're right in the middle of it. But we pull for the darker blue, and not the lighter blue.
Not the Jordan baby blue.
Not the Jordan. Like Jordan, but
sure.
no.
Yep.
But for them to be matched up in the Final Four, which they've played each other 96 times, I think I heard, but the first time in the NCAA, they've come close to playing. They've one's made the Final Four and one's almost, or something like that, but this has never happened. And so around here, they've sent teams of these local news channels around. Man, they I don't know, they sent 100 each, but it's huge here right now.
I would anticipate basically Saturday. If Saturday was a work day, it would be considered a national holiday in North Carolina. I mean, it's just I anticipate this being like about as big a matchup as you'll ever get in your state.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But you know, they they play each other 2 times,
Oh yeah, I know.
one at
And they can even
home, one
and
and
they
away, and
meet
even
up
in the
in
tournament,
even
in
in
Aces
the conference
tournament.
tournament, sure, but nothing
But
like this.
yeah, to meet in the Final Four like this in Coach K's final season,
Yeah.
um,
Storybook
and
stuff.
Roy Williams' final season last year,
Yep.
taking
Yep.
nothing away from him and that program. Yeah, but it is going to be a good weekend of hoops.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be doing show me your pick, and I will have the game on right
Good for you. Way to commit.
there. Yes. Um. So if I get a little excited,
Yep.
In the second hour,
You wouldn't be human if you didn't.
yeah, there's nobody under the desk.
Yep. Oh man.
But hopefully, yeah. I
Cool.
think that Duke is actually the favor in the
Yeah.
game.
Oh, they should be. They were number
Yeah.
2 seed.
They lost the last time. Carolina won the last.
I know.
Let's do some trivia,
Good idea.
All right.
shall we?
Yes, sir.
Some Van Halen style trivia. And Brendan and Neil have not even seen this.
Nope. New to us.
We got to talking backstage before. Let's show what we're going to give them. We're going. How about a fair warning?
That's awesome.
Pass?
I love this. This is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And a cool question. Very cool question. So get ready to type. There is a email address down below. Trivia winners email. Email me your name and address, and I will mail you a fair warning pass out tomorrow. Good luck. Either you know this or you don't. It must be a complete answer. I'm going to say that. No, really, it is a 3-part question. Okay, must have all 3 parts complete, not necessarily in order,
Okay.
but must contain all 3 parts.
All right. Okay.
3. All right, here we go. Speaking of Sammy Hagar,
Mm-hmm.
you ready, kids? Get ready tight.
Ready. Let's go.
I'm thinking somebody knows this.
Paulie Walnuts in the chat wants these passes. So
Somebody knows this question.
Paul wants this, so let's
One
see
of
if
you guys might know this question.
We may.
And they have not seen.
Nope.
Unfortunately.
No, we have not.
But here we go.
I'll tell you if I know it or I don't, but I won't tell you the answer.
Yeah.
All right. You might know one part of it.
Okay.
You might know 2 parts of
the
it.
suspense is killing me.
But you have to know 3 parts.
My
if this was a newscast right now, the producer's going, stretch.
Yeah, I know. He's going, hey.
Already.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, what you got?
I'm coming home. All right, here we go. Straight at you. Sammy Hagar trivia, March 30th, 2022. What is the year, make, and model of the car Sammy Hagar drove in the music video I
Oh,
Can't Drive 55?
and you got to get all three. That is a
You
good
gotta
question.
get
That's a
all
great
three.
question.
Oh,
What is the
man.
year, make, and model?
Oh, my God.
We all know what color it was.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I think the year might be the only thing I don't know, and I could probably approximate it based on when the
Right.
video
I probably
came out.
don't know exactly the year, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great question. Oh, man. Oh. Let's see who. Anybody answer yet?
Yeah, we got a couple of them coming.
there's some fun answers in there.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of them.
All right.
1985
So
DeLorean.
what is the year, make, and model? You need all three of the answers, parts of the answers, year, make, and model. Similar to that 72 VW bus. No, that's not.
Holly. That's good.
Move.
I think he's got one too, doesn't he?
A bus?
I'd
Does
like
he?
to have one.
No, the car.
Oh.
I think he's got one of those cars.
Yeah.
Is that it? Is that it, T?
What?
I think does Keith have it or no? Does Keith have it or does Paulie have it?
I think at this point people are probably Googling it, so I think you got to go back to the beginning. Keith might have came up with it first.
I don't. Yeah, I don't.
Like I said, I don't know the year for a fact, so
I don't know the year either. Nope.
You guys are
there a delay?
Close. This is the closest answer yet.
By the way, Keith now is just changing the year with all of his answers.
I think
that's clever, Keith Campbell. That's
I think
funny.
Paulie Walnuts has it. T, does Paulie have it? Do you see it?
Right. So now I see Keith.
No, under that.
Yeah. I know, but 512 BB.
Yeah.
84 Ferrari. Yep. I see Paulie.
Yeah.
82. 512 BB.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Neither one are. Hang on. Unless there was one before. That is not complete.
No.
It's not. But so.
Little red Corvette.
So we're gonna deem Paulie and Keith both winners.
They both okay. Nice. Excellent.
So yeah. They get to decide on which one of them I get to send the pass to. I'm kidding. I'm going to send both of them a pass.
Nice.
Of course. But let me, the only thing missing.
Show us the answer.
Yeah, show us the full answer.
You know, across the pond, sometimes they put like in dates, they'll put the actual day before the month,
Yeah,
so it looks
Mhm.
funny. But
looks different.
some people, with that said, some people put the BB before the 512 or the 512 before the BB, but you have to put the I after the
Oh,
512. That's
Really?
the ingredient. Yeah,
That's interesting
that's
because
what's missing.
I did Google it, and Google must have it wrong.
They both had it right on the money, but minus the I.
Because the one when I look it up in Google, it says the car for which Hagar is most known is his 1982 Ferrari 512 BB. Doesn't say I in it, but I know you're right. But I'm just saying it.
but that says 82 though.
Yeah, this one, the
I'm gonna
answer
get
I
some
see,
tea.
but
I will
yeah.
be right back.
Cool.
Right back.
So maybe there's a couple of answers. You know,
Yeah, very interesting.
it's very strange.
Because a couple of people threw out right away,
Right.
82,
Yeah.
and
I mean, the song came out in '84, but I don't know.
man,
I don't know. It's crazy. See, all right. So this one says there's another answer on hotcars.com. It's the Ferrari BB 512i. So this is the BB in the front. So
okay, but
I
does it
guess
say
they're
what year?
this one doesn't say the year. Now let me look at let me click on it because dun, 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 dun. Yes, this doesn't say the year. It's crazy. I don't know why. I don't know why it doesn't say the year on it. Because one of them says 82, the one that I saw,
Mm-hmm.
and there was another one that says 84. That maybe had two cars in the video. I don't know.
Maybe.
We'll go with that. I don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
they're
Either
both
way.
getting a prize.
Either way, it's an awesome car. You know.
Oh God,
I'm still looking for the Red Rocker mountain bike. You know, because he made some of those way back with the Gary Fisher. But so T, it does say was this 82 or 84?
yeah. We're checking.
There's
What?
differing answers
What?
in Google. 84, 82 for the car.
84.
Really? Okay, because
Yeah.
some of the ones I saw said 82.
Yeah.
So,
I always thought it was an 84.
but you know what? Maybe it's an 84 in the video, and Sammy owns an 82 because he does own one of those. So,
But in the video,
it's probably
I
the 84.
believe if
I think
you
you're right.
Google the wiki of the video,
I think that is
it'll
the
say
correct.
80, right.
That would make sense.
That's the correct answer then. That's the confusion I was having because Sammy owns an 82 version of that.
Mammoth.
That's cool. Nice.
That is awesome.
If you turn that to the side, there's an E there. Did you notice that?
I just heard that. I just heard
Yeah,
that.
I heard
this
that
week.
too. I read that somewhere. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, just this week.
It's kind of like an homage to Ed. You know, you turn that pick sideways.
If what now?
No, face the front and then turn.
Other
like
way.
no, you had it right. The other way, even because the E is white. If you can kind of see it, yeah, there you go. Kind of like see the E, the white E. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I don't know if that was intentional, but awesome.
He said it was. Wolf said it
okay.
was.
Oh, good.
Yeah, kind of like the same thing with his new guitar, the semi-hollow guitar that he's playing live. The new Wolfgang prototype that he's got. You know, he said that the most people's semi-hollows have the let's see, let's pull one up here. You know, where you've got the
F hole, yeah.
The F holes.
Yeah.
Wolf's new signature that he just debuted on this tour, he had that custom cut in half, so it's an E.
Oh,
and
nice.
it's for Eddie, so it's not a full F, it's an E. And
that's awesome.
And it's relict like his oh God,
yeah,
it's a beautiful guitar.
I saw the picture. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
What's the gauge that you see on this? I can't get it.
I can't see it. Does it say?
if I had the other one on.
No, I
don't
can't.
want to
I
cut
can't
the
see
other
it.
one
It looks
on.
Nah, I can't.
thick.
Is that
What
a 1?
it
Is it-
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks
So
thick.
these now this one is a medium.
Yeah.
Hey, I think you can see the gauge on this one. There it is.
Yeah, 0.73.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
but
That one's
that one at that angle, you
You can't really see it. Yeah.
no, because it's white. Yeah, but no. Hope to. Those are from the last run with guns.
Nice.
I didn't get them live, but one's a 1 and one's a medium. So I know Wolf uses both gauges and even the .60s. And I've got of those of last tour, but what John uses, I don't know. Um, yeah. So, but yeah, I hope to
Cool.
grab one
Yeah.
out of the air like that guy
Yeah.
did at Ace a
right.
couple of weeks ago.
Right.
Nice.
That
Yeah,
was pretty sweet.
I hope you do.
It
I
is
hope
cool
you
seeing
do.
John on stage. He's playing pretty much all the Wolfgang EVH guitars,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool because like Frank Sidoris has a deal with Gibson, so he's playing either Les Pauls or SGs and stuff like that. So it's kind of neat seeing just Wolfgang guitars out there on stage and everything, because Wolfgang doesn't really play the Wolfgang standards that we know, that we're familiar with. And good for him. He even talked about, he's been working for a while on designing his own guitar because he wants to stand on his own 2 feet, and I think that's awesome. And
Sure.
I love that new guitar that he's got. The semi hollow body is just awesome, and we know he's a big fan. He's a fan of big guitars too, because he was playing the 335s for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. But it's cool seeing somebody else on stage play a Wolfgang because the guitar's named after you. So
You're right.
if you're
Right.
not going to play it, make somebody in the band play it.
Right. Sure. I think the bigger ones fit him better too.
I do too.
So,
I do too.
I mean, he's a big guy, so and
Yes, he is.
they do fit him better.
Yes,
So
absolutely. Couldn't agree
Yep.
more. Yeah, I'm trying to think of one of the songs. There was like one song during the last tour. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Maybe it was "Think It Over," or maybe it was. I don't know, but it was the one time he broke out like a Stealth 5150 guitar, the EVH Stealth 5150
Oh,
guitar,
cool. Yeah.
and man, it looked like a toy.
Yeah.
It was just, and I'm not judging by no means, but I know I'm a 6'2" guy, so I know when a regular guitar looks small on me, I prefer bigger guitars too. So I get it.
Yep.
Dead center rail, huh? Okay.
He'll recognize him from when he gave him his pick when he was in Van Halen. So he'll recognize him.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
didn't I throw you a pick?
Tony, just go. It's me. It's me.
Yeah, it's me. It's Tony.
Yeah.
Here you go. He'll just come over and hand it to you. I do this show. Show me your pick.
Like, I know you.
Yeah.
All right. So nobody's even entered there yet. So the capacity in anything, it's less than 400.
Okay.
What are who do you think's gonna leave that place with a guitar pick?
Oh,
that
you
night?
are. You are. Most definitely.
If anybody in that crowd is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Go
Yeah.
live when there's a fight for a pick.
Yeah, exactly.
Tony won't be fighting, but he'll
start
be
a fight in the corner and then run to
There
the
you go.
stage.
He'll just be like,
Yeah, no.
all right, no, there it is. It's over there, and then you get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, it'll be fun.
Tony will be slingshotting bras on stage just so he
It'll
can
be
get
awesome.
distracted, and then run up and grab a pick.
It'll be all good.
That guy right there, though, he did it right.
Did you see that clip, Neil?
Yeah,
I went.
yeah, I saw it.
I
Yeah,
love that. I was
Big
filming with the
high
one hand,
grab.
yeah,
and I just like that, and it was no look grab. I couldn't believe it. It was meant to happen, man.
yeah, yeah.
It was good. Good
Yeah.
times.
Right on.
But he threw out about 1,000 picks, so I had to get one. I mean, he's got tons. He always throws a lot of picks out. Tony mentioned that to me when I said I was going to go to the show. He goes, "Man, he throws a lot of picks out." So, he does. Couple of strums, fruit.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
funny.
it was
All
good.
night.
It was funny. Yep.
Yeah. And watching him live, it looked like that most have them on their microphone stand with tape,
Yeah.
but
He's
he
got
had
some.
like a little
He's got a
bucket
holder. Yeah,
taped to his damn
he had
stand.
a holder. And
Looked
they
like a
had him
milk
in.
jug or
Well, it
something.
was like in sticks.
Full
They
of
had
'em.
these sticks,
Really?
and
Yeah.
it was actual like piece of something, and it had probably 20 picks on each side, and it just clipped to the microphone stand.
Oh
So
my
he had a
God, that's
bunch of
funny.
those. It's like a magnetic thing. You just click, click right there. Like, all right,
Oh wow.
he'd be throwing out a lot of picks, you know.
Yeah.
So
A
it's
lot.
cool.
All night.
Yeah, it was fun. Definitely fun.
Yeah. Um yeah, so it was nice. It just occurred to me that watching Wolfgang last night, um, and watched a lot of it and watched a lot of Dirty Honey too. That's the second time I've seen Wolfgang with John. I saw the whole Wolfgang set at MetLife with John, and last night at Webster.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah,
Cool.
yeah, that was cool. I saw all who was there with John last night. I saw Craig there. Um, I did see him. Um, but yeah,
Yeah, it's cool seeing it. It's definitely I just from the 2 times that I've seen him, it's neat seeing how. I mean, he was a polished stage musician. Wolfgang, I'm talking about. Was obviously he's got 2 decades of practice being on stage
Yeah.
in front of an audience. That's one thing. But being a front man, you've really seen over the last year him kind of coming into his own and being more interactive with the audience. Like at his birthday show and everything, when they sang happy birthday to him and he just, it was he looked, that there was probably a lot of pressure on him opening for Guns when you just released your debut album
Yeah.
and your father just died and
Yeah.
that type of stuff. He's definitely there. It looks like there's a weight off his shoulders now. And yeah, I mean, it could be just now he's owning his space. He's owning, I'm the front man. I'm the leader of this band. I'm on tour, blah, blah, blah. And he's doing well. I mean, the guy got a Grammy nomination for songwriting. So it's
Yeah.
like you're doing something well.
Absolutely.
yeah, he is
So yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, and that was a lot to happen in a short period of
Yes.
time.
Oh
You're
God.
absolutely right, Neil. I mean,
Yeah.
those are life-changing situations,
Yeah. Yeah.
both good and bad. So,
Mm-hmm.
Well, all too, Wolfgang is a quiet
Yes.
guy
He
like
is.
right,
his dad was.
right.
So as far as being a front man, um, the music's there, the songs are there, the vocals are there, but it, he's not going to be as outspoken as much as other frontmen, or
Sure. But
Oh yeah.
he is getting his stage presence, so he'll make his
Right.
own way, and it'll be good.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
But yeah,
yeah,
you can see he's definitely growing.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
he's accepting of it because there
Yeah.
were I think he would have been very content if Van Halen continued as a band. He would have been fine being the bass player. and sticking in the
Oh,
background and doing what he was doing. He would have been completely happy with that. He was thrust into the spotlight by wanting to release this, so then you have to accept what comes with that. You can't be the shy bass player type when you're the front man of a band on stage. You
right.
don't get to it doesn't go both ways. So I think now he's kind of accepting of that role, and I mean, he's never going to be a David Lee Roth bouncing off the wall, flirting with girls on stage. That's not who
Yeah.
he is.
No,
That's not who he is. But he's owning the space more now.
absolutely.
Yeah, him and his band, um, they had a lot of time to play together, to
Yeah.
get to know each other,
Yep.
maybe individually, maybe as a group. Um, and you can tell live, and you could immediately, that they're tight,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know.
And let me tell you this: there's one thing that doesn't get discussed very often. Um, I know I've worked with some very type A individuals before that are very, when with all the talents Wolfgang brings to the table, and the fact that he recorded everything himself.
Hmm.
It's a lot of times people don't talk about this, but it's difficult to relinquish and delegate other roles to the rest of the band when you think in your mind, I can do it better than them.
Right.
And that's, so a lot of people don't like working in that band dynamic. I could see a lot of musicians, if Wolfgang was a different type of person, a lot of people would walk away from him seeing like, that guy's an asshole. I'm not going to be in this band. This is ridiculous. But he's not that type of guy. And I can see how all the pieces fit and it gels. And credit to Wolfgang and his personality for allowing other people to kind of grow and blossom and be themselves. I don't see him as the type of guy that's telling the drummer, no, you're doing it wrong. Do it this way.
Right.
That's
Right.
Well, what I think's going on, we're all ready for Wolfgang Part Two, of
sure.
course, and in time. But I think, and he's already said that he's gonna do everything on this record also,
Hmm.
but all by himself. But what that kind of tells me is that he's got a lot of stuff already written.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And not only he's got a lot of stuff already written, him and his band have probably rehearsed a lot of other stuff
Yeah.
for a while too.
Yeah,
You know.
I'm going to make a prediction, and I don't know this about him, but I've seen this happen with other bands and other super groups or things that have come together. Um, I think that Wolfgang, everything that he already wrote that didn't make it on this album, I could see him wanting to record all those himself and going into a studio and doing all those. I think anything that was written organically during the tour, like sound check stuff, jamming, things like that, that he worked out the details with the band. I think there will come a point where he will go into the studio with the band and they'll record their parts. I think it's going to be a trust issue that's going to develop over time. I think that he will allow other people, if the bass player brought a riff to the band or the drummer had an interesting intro, I think that then they'll start doing stuff more. Yeah, that's just my guess. And I think, I mentioned, we talked about Slash and Miles Kennedy and those guys before. I'll use that as an example. They've now recorded 4 albums together. Slash did all the guitar parts originally and then brought it to the rest of the guys. They did drums and bass. And then little by little, Frank Sidoris was the touring guitarist. Then by the 3rd album, Frank came in and played rhythm guitar in the studio. And then in the last album, they recorded everything live. So there were no overdubs done. They were everything. And so now in the studio, Frank Sidoris has a role in that too. I could see Wolfgang kind of taking the same approach.
Yeah.
I think that as they work out things and develop songs as a band, as opposed to him by himself, I think the band's going to have more of a role in the studio.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But he has already said, "Hey, metalhead." He has already said that he is gonna he is gonna do it all himself on this next
And I don't doubt that.
this
I don't doubt
sophomore
that.
record.
But I think the reason, my guess, and again, I'm just speculating, but my guess is the reason he'll do that is because I think he has that much material already.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's a discredit to the other members of the band.
No.
I think he's just he's so
right.
backed.
I don't think he's doing that because he doesn't think the other members can
Correct.
do it.
Correct.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Well, also too, them getting ready, they you know, with COVID and all, that their debut tour was opening for Guns, which finally got underway, you know, and so they were it was new to them, so next time out it'll be easier.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yep. Nice.
And they got dates beyond the states also, spanning all the way to July.
Yep.
Yeah, in Europe. So,
Good
all right,
deal.
let's see. Yeah, he did. He said he's doing it all.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I also should point out too that he debuted a brand new song during the show that I saw. And I think he's played it regularly in their set, but a song that didn't make the album, like a B-side kind of thing. I can't think of the name of it. It slips me. It's like
It's
I don't
called
care.
I
don't
Don't
care.
Know It All.
I don't know it all.
Yeah.
Fantastic song.
Oh,
Fantastic song. Like you listen to that and it's kind of, it makes you think, it makes you kind of harken back to like Van Halen 1 when you heard all the Gene Simmons demos that ended up making the albums 2 and Women and Children First and stuff like that. You're like, how the hell did you ever leave songs off that first album? That kind of thing. They're all that good. How did you pick what was going to make the album? Wolf probably has that same kind of thing right now because his debut album was in the works for about 6 years.
Well, we've all seen recently the clips, if you're following the Mammoth tour, which I'm sure all of us are, but this is the set list from the past few nights, in tribute to the late Taylor Hawkins.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they have worked up My Hero and have been doing it, and did it again last night at the Webster.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that is.
And I saw it on YouTube immediately the night after Taylor Hawkins passed. Wolf played that. So I don't know if they spent all day working on that or if that had been something in their arsenal maybe all along or something. But they nailed that performance. It looked seamless. It looked completely like they had been playing that song live for a year.
Well, Wolf said at the mic before that they had just worked it up that morning.
Then that's impressive.
That's
what he said.
Because they were flawless, and Wolf, that's right in his vocal range. Oh, it was perfect.
Yep.
Yeah. So I hope he does it every night. Yeah. I would love to hear it on Tuesday.
Cool.
Yeah. We're gonna be live right here on Tuesday, although this says Wednesday. We're gonna be live right here this Tuesday before the Mammoth Dirty Honey show in Raleigh, about 5:30 Eastern time. Me and Charles Green. Check your YouTube feed.
Nice.
You'll
I can't wait to watch
the
that.
feed.
That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun, man.
Yeah.
We are
Nice.
going to be in line at the Ritz.
You guys
Showtime
gonna
is.
grab dinner beforehand and stuff like that? You've done shows before where you've camped out and
Oh
at a
yeah,
restaurant. Yeah. You got a
yeah,
place picked out?
dude. Have we got a place?
Oh, yeah. Because with the original date, he'd already showed us the menu and everything, Neil. So we already know what he's eating. If he's going to get the same thing.
No. So I'm gonna show you this. So no, seriously, right next door
That's my bike, punk.
to right. That's my bike, punk. Right next door to the Ritz is a fabulous taco place.
Oh my God, you're doing Roscoe's?
Torchies.
Oh, okay, because I was looking at the Roscoe Taco of the Month Roscoe.
The Roscoe is the taco. Look at that thing, man.
Yeah.
Is that a chicken and waffle and bacon?
That's
taco?
breakfast, lunch, and dinner all at
Yeah,
once.
no kidding. Yeah, it's called Torchies. That looks awesome, man.
Oh, it really does.
Yeah.
But I can't tell if it's breakfast or dinner. I would eat there. I would eat there at 6 a.m.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't
Look
matter.
at that stuff.
It really doesn't.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think they open up 11 a.m.
Yep.
Oh man,
that'll be fun.
Yeah, we'll have to do a deep dive episode into the menu.
But they are right next door, so I'm sure while we are in line,
maybe you see Wolf in line getting some tacos.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You should get a Torchies shirt.
Totally. Totally Torchies.
You
need one of those Torchy shirts.
Yeah. You should give that out for a Van Halen trivia.
Yeah.
Who wants to win a Torchy shirt?
A Torchy shirt. Me outside, and there's the sign up there, and they got a big sign on the wall outside in lights, and there's me outside, handcuffs and a cop.
Right.
Yeah. Send a bunch of hot sauce packets to Quentin James, because that's when he sends you a pic. It's like all kinds of stained envelopes, and I don't know what he's eating. It's like wiping his mouth with it. Tony got some kind of sauce in his. Mine had all like pizza oil on it, and like, dude, love Quentin.
Oh yeah. But any packages though, you have to kind of investigate them because they might feel mushy.
Right. Might have dropped a ketchup packet in there or something, you know.
Yeah. Hey.
Sandra is feeling a little under the weather, so
she is.
She'll be all right. We wish her the best. She's
I'm
gonna be
sure
fine.
that she's watching.
Yep.
Feel better, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but he won't be wearing a towel.
Right. Dude, escorted out like that out of the hotel.
Yeah.
That's what I'm waiting for in the line. Charles gonna like shove something in his pocket or something. You know, tell me be what's this, sir? That ain't mine. You know.
I don't have any shots of the outside of this place, but the inside is most of the rock clubs look like this down here. You know, a lower upper deck all the way around.
It looks good though. It's a nice venue.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so showtime is 8. Doors open at 7. There, all their shows at 7. So,
cool.
Yeah, it may be a little bit of a wait. I plan on getting there early. We're planning on going live about 5:30 or 6.
Live from Torchies.
Tuesday, yeah, and we'll be right back here next Wednesday for a recap with the toothpicks.
Man, you've got a good weekend set up. You really do. From Saturday to Wednesday. Wow.
I know.
Lots of stuff going on.
I know. Well, it I don't know. It almost wouldn't be right if Duke didn't win the national championship on Coach K's last year. You know.
Yep.
So
yeah,
I'll just say that.
You just say that. I don't know if Torchies will taste the same.
No.
No, but down what happens though, and Duke or Carolina is in the Final Four if neither one is, it's a strange year. But but when it happens, and when either one wins a national championship, on many street corners in Durham and Raleigh, there's these little upstart shirt and hat
merchandise booths.
Yeah,
the
everywhere.
Pop-up. Yeah.
National championship shirt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yep. Nice. Cool.
And as soon as they cut down the nets, and as soon as they play what's the name of that song, Neil? One shining moment. Yeah. The next image you see on your screen is the gear.
Yeah.
They already get the gear now.
Yep.
Oh, they have that all set, ready to
and
go.
The losing team's gear gets sent to like Haiti.
Yep. 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 That's true.
All right.
Oh man.
Oh Lord.
Oh, dear
Brendan,
Lord.
so dude, you are not going to be joining us this Saturday night?
No, I am not going to be there for the show. I got my wife tickets to a show that she's been wanting to see. She really likes Diana Krall, she's a jazz pianist, and so I was like, well, I saw they're near us. She's going to be like half hour away, so I was like, well, I'm gonna get them for her. So I surprised her with the tickets. So we're gonna go Saturday.
Classy move, man.
Yeah, so it'll be nice.
What kind of venue? Is it in a theater or is it?
It's like a performing arts center. So it's kind of it's kind of like an old theater.
Yeah.
Up in Kingston, New York. So
very cool.
Yeah, it's very nice. So it'll be cool, you know. But I'll miss you guys on Saturday.
We'll miss you too, dude. So dude, we normally see some ass cheeks, but since you'll be gone, we're doing Lita Ford.
Well, I'd rather look at hers than mine. Yeah. But so hey, you know.
But see, here's the catch, and I'm going to give the kids a little sneak peek. But some of her guitar picks look like this on one side.
Oh, well, that's not.
So she's not the only one.
She did that before.
Who has butt cheeks on her picks, dude.
I'm gonna have to contact her and say, hey, that's my idea. I'm sure it was her idea first, but that's awesome.
Tune in Saturday.
You should send her yours and say, I showed you mine, show me yours.
Absolutely, man. I think I'm gonna do that. that's a good idea.
Yeah, but that is Saturday, and
that'll be cool.
So
yeah.
So this is what we're going to start doing over on Saturday on Show Me Your Pick. And you kids are going to dig this. So starting this Saturday, Sandra and me and Brendan and Charles and Tommy are gonna do what we are calling 10-shot rock and roll trivia.
I'm intrigued.
Now, what this is we'll get us a one contestant and we'll ask a simple question. There'll probably be a willing participant or two. And at that point, I'll take the headphones off and I'll go in there and I'll take my phone with me. And the person will click into the stream, which Sandra will provide a link to in the chat. Okay. They'll click in and Sandra will ask them 10 questions about music and rock and roll trivia in 1 minute. You have 1 minute. Okay. So when they're finished answering their 10 questions, she'll send me a quick text message and I'll come back in here and sit down here, put the headphones back on. Okay. And you guys will just tell me how many they got correct, what the number to beat is.
Okay.
So the number to
I got
beat
you.
tonight
and
is
I shared the timer, Tony, if you want to bring that up. So there's going to be a timer, and after she reads the first question, the timer will start. So she'll read the first question. It will usually be me, but it'll have to be someone else pressing play. Press go, and then the counter will count down.
right.
So and yeah, it's 10 questions quick. You probably have about 3 seconds to answer, and then move on to the next one or pass. And when it's cool because
Right.
when it gets all the way down to the end,
You
it changes.
you
this
can
is
say
great.
pass. If you say pass, you're saving time, but she'll re-ask any past questions. But she'll
I love it.
ask these questions at a very brisk but audible pace. And
Yeah.
trust me, there's plenty of time to
Yep.
answer these questions. I'll come back in and I'll have a stab at the same 10 questions.
Oh, I love
And
it.
we'll see who
It's
the
awesome.
This is going to be fun.
yeah. So we'll keep tally on maybe how
Mhm.
long my winning streak is.
Mhm.
Uh,
Uh-huh.
but it'll be a lot of fun though.
Yeah,
But
it's gonna be
yeah,
great. It's gonna be great.
she'll and all these guys will come up with questions for show me your pick.
Yep.
But
Then
I'll
that
have no knowledge of any of it, and it'll
and
be a
it's not
lot of
gonna
fun.
be all Van Halen related either. It's gonna be broad spectrum.
Yeah,
Broad spectrum of
it
music.
will be.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'll have no knowledge of
Nope.
any.
No, I like that.
But it'll be fun. It'll be
Very cool.
you guys against me.
Yep.
10 questions about music and rock trivia.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, it is gonna be a little bit like Family Feud, Holly. Just like that, pretty much. Yep.
Yeah, so we'll, hopefully after X amount of weeks, we'll look back and see what the best scores have been and how many times I've got my ass beat, you know.
Nice.
I
Very
want
cool.
to point out. I want to point out, Tony. I read through your subtleties really well, and you basically challenged everybody in the chat to take you on because you've already assumed that you're going to have a winning streak.
Yeah.
So I think the people in the chat need to take this as a reason to tune in and join the game. Bring it, bring it. I
Yep.
want to see people beat them.
Yep. Yeah, man.
Bring it.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love this.
Cool.
Yeah, no, we're not running up the score.
No.
You just have to stop us.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but it'll be a lot of fun. And some weeks you guys might get to play against Brendan.
Maybe. You'll definitely win that one.
But I'm sure that these guys will carve these questions probably around the theme of that week, maybe, or at least something.
Yep.
But it's going to be a lot of fun.
It'll be fun. It'll be lots of fun. Absolutely.
Yeah. And we'll try to get new contestants in each week. Yeah.
Cool.
And it'll be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. I can't wait for Saturday. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Yeah. So we will see you guys here for a pre-Mammoth Dirty Honey pre-show Halenville Live right here with Charles Green and myself and
On
who knows
Tuesday,
else.
make sure you let people know.
Yeah, and who knows else here in the studio. So might see any of us, but yeah. So we're gonna be at Mammoth in Raleigh.
Tune in and win a Torchies t-shirt.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. That is a must. And
whatever Tony can't finish on his plate, he'll send that as well. Half-eaten taco.
He'll send that to Quentin James.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure that most bands that stop there, it's literally 1 block away.
I'm sure they're there. Yeah.
I mean, it's right there. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So I'm sure that any band that I was by there last week, and it was early, and I could see, and it was a Friday, and I could see a tour bus in the back, but I had no clue who was playing or, yeah. That was early, about 9 o'clock in the morning.
See ya, Holly.
Night, Holly.
Sleeping. Night, Holly.
Nice to see you, ma'am.
Yep.
All right. Before we scamper out of here, let's take care of a couple of things. Guitar picks. Yes. So if you want guitar picks, I know a guy. I got a guy. Legend Picks. His links are in all these shows. Greg at Legend Picks, hit him up. Great work, great service, great guy, great prices. Yeah. And anybody that wants, something that looks like this.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Lord.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah. And, dude, I know a guy.
I see him.
That guy right there.
Probably looks a lot like this.
Yeah. All right.
That's
Very
funny. Cool. About the same thing.
How'd you do that? You just picked that. Nice.
Right on, dude.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so you always can find Neil's links in both shows. Brendan B. Squared's links are there as well because he makes these. Uh, I can't say cigar box guitars anymore,
Well, you
dude. I
can.
gotta
No, you
say,
gotta add. You gotta add to it.
I
The
gotta say
shovels.
shovels.
Yeah. AKA the Widowmakers.
Yeah, man. You
Hold
hurt
that thing
somebody with
up
that.
again, dude.
Yeah, hurt somebody with that.
Yeah.
There you
Right
go.
on.
Yes.
So have you got an image again on
Yeah.
your phone of the shark
Yep.
shovel?
Oh
I
yeah,
do.
this is awesome.
I do. Let me find that.
Or maybe a couple of them. I'm gonna highlight you, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here you go.
Look at that.
So that's the
Look at
little shark teeth on the bottom.
Yep.
There we go. That's the full size.
So cool.
So zoom in on the headstock.
I have a picture of that.
I'm digging it.
That's awesome. Oh God.
Oh, yeah, it's a little out of focus. But yeah, so these, I mean, it was tough. It was tough to put those in. I'll tell you. Because it's metal and I mean there's wood under it, but it's pretty hard metal. And the nut, I actually made the nut myself out of a piece of like steel. I don't even know what you call it, but carved it out. You can't really see it there, but it's the same. Actually, it's the same kind of thing as this one. So,
Yeah.
so it's a piece. It's a piece of metal. Basically, I just carved it.
That is so freaking cool.
and
So
filed it.
innovative.
Yeah. And I see this one I made kind of like as a prototype, and I want to change the bridge because the bridge I have right now is a door hinge. So it's like, but that provided the perfect spacing over the pickup.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
I
it's.
see that.
I mean, if you look at it, you're like, hey, wait a minute, that's a freaking door hinge. It's like cabinet
Dude,
hinge.
that is
or something,
insane.
With
That
the
is so
curve
freaking
of
cool.
the shovel too.
Yeah.
What's that?
With the curve of the shovel.
Oh, this one was perfect, for it. Some of them don't work out. Like the first one I made, it's over there, but it was tough. And the cool part about the one I made for Simon is, I don't know if you can really see it, but where the pickup is mounted, there was already a piece of metal there. I actually cut off a piece because it was like angled like that on the shovel because they use it for, I forget what kind of shovel this is. It's for like drains or something else, but I was able to cut it off and use that as a place to put the pickup, and again that worked out perfectly too. So it was just meant to happen. So.
Brendan, you know what would be really fun somewhere down the road? We should collaborate on a shovel that you build and I relic it and make it look like tour relicked. That
Absolutely,
would be really, really cool.
I'm in for that project, man.
That would
Absolutely.
be
Yeah, man. Yeah, we'll definitely talk about that because I can see I see a few collaborations coming. Definitely.
Yep. And when people look at it, they'll be like, "Oh, that was from the winter of '79."
Yeah. When Neil got to Chicago, he took it out, dragged it behind his car, and there you go.
Yep, exactly. They'll say, "I remember the bomb cyclone."
Yeah. No kidding.
Yeah.
Right? No shit. Thanks, T. This was fun.
Yeah.
It was absolutely a fun show.
Yeah. We next week we have a unboxing.
Cool.
a very cool unboxing
Nice.
too. That we almost had tonight, but
Okay.
we'll laugh about
You have
it
to.
next week.
You have to wait till
I'll
next
have
week.
to sit on it for
Yep.
yeah,
Sit on it like a pair of butt cheeks.
Yep. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, no, it'll be cool.
Yep.
So that date with Simon, oh, that Simon's new date on his show is May 19th,
May 19th.
Yes.
Yep.
which here is May 18th.
Right.
So yeah. So we will see. Simon said something about sound checking.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. But yeah.
Nice.
That'll be cool, man.
Yeah, wanted him to announce the change. You know, it's a big deal and it's recent. So and always nice to see Host.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, the only thing I want to add, Tony, about Simon too is every time he talks about these postponements over the and it's been postponed, half a dozen times. And he's so gracious and he's so accommodating. And he talks about the good. He keeps seeing the good in it and the things that will come out of it and what they're going to do. But deep inside, I know it's killing him. I know it's eating at him because he's a guy. He lives and breathes to be in front of the audience and playing.
Oh yeah.
He wants to gig. He wants to play.
Yeah.
And I know he does, and it's just amazing to see his, what a class character person, because he just keeps talking about, hey, this is what's happening, and this is what we're gonna do, and we're excited about it. He never says a bad thing about it. He never sounds down, and it's got to be frustrating, but he just never shows it. He's always upbeat and he's always positive, saying we're excited, we're ready to go, and this is the thing. So I can't talk about him as a person enough. So
yeah. Well, I'm not surprised. I mean, if there's been, what happens here and what happens there is not exactly the same as far as
true. Yeah.
But yeah, I hope that he's doing it right though. He said he wanted all 12 people involved, and that included every aspect of it.
Yeah. Yeah. His road crew, everybody, he's bringing all the people in that have put in time and energy over the last year for this date. So he's going to make sure that they can all take part in it. And I think it's amazing.
It's a class move. It's a class move too.
Yeah.
That's what he is,
Yeah.
And so he's gonna debut the shovel.
The shark shovel. Yep.
The shark shovel live
Man.
on May the 19th.
No pressure.
That's gonna be cool too.
All right.
You wire that volume knob in good, brother?
I didn't put a volume knob on
it.
it. I basically don't put volume knobs on anymore. I'm direct wire because everybody cranks it anyway. So I'm like, done.
No, that's gonna be cool though.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah, the whole show though. Yeah.
So it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, but no, I saw the news of that just shortly before we went live.
Right.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm glad he got that news out there, and you'll see more about that date change. All of us will.
Yeah.
As these days go forward, and yeah, so yeah, still gearing up.
Cool.
All righty. Jimmy Ray Hawkins, how you doing, dude?
Jimmy Ray.
Yeah. All right, kids. We are going to scamper out of here.
That's good because I got to work in about 5.5 hours. Nah. I do got to get up early, but that's okay. All good.
Yeah. So our boy Charles isn't here to
Oh no, that's right.
What does he usually say? If you need me, call me.
escort us out. But as you know, we'll be right back here next Wednesday. And we'll be talking about Van Halen again. And we'll be talking about Mammoth and Dirty Honey. And hopefully, me and Charles will both be here and both be in one piece. And
I think you will.
yeah. So,
Yep.
but he would normally say all roads lead to Van Halen, and they do.
They certainly do.
Right on. That's what brought us all together. So,
right, all roads. All right, everybody. Brendan V Squared, nice to see you, bro. Neil, nice to see you, dude.
Yes.
Good to be back, brother. Thank you guys for having me.
Brother.
Thank you to everybody for watching.
Awesome.
All the people in the chat, miss everybody like family. So it's good to be back. Good to see you guys.
Yes.
We will be back Tuesday right here. Hold on to your hats. Yeah.
Cool. Can't wait.
See you Tuesday. Neil, Brendan.
See you guys.
Right on.
We gone.
Yep. Awesome.